as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Kansas City. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now a deep ball here, home in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Lindsay running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished, points on the board. But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
And in his second year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
Mayfield on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Browns drive about to get started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going.
And now the rookie's free. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big play there on the catch and run. First down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. Trying. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possession.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. They pitch it to Chubb, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Throwing, Mayfield. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. They go play action. Mayfield. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On first down, Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught, and he's in for the touchdown. And the final play of the first half, the prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd down and 4.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful. About being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. Ronnie Harrison that time, able to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 55 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. A give, running right, Lindsey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. One more time with Lindsey. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Mayfield to throw it. That's out to Chubb, complete. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Chubb. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This one quickly into the hands of Landry.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Browns.
We're back now in KC. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would... And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll try the left side with Lindsey. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. Lindsey, 1st down and more than that. And finally marked down at the 23. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. A strong running. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lindsey, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Mayfield. He's got Smith here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Legere Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Browns drive about to get started.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Good play there by Frank Clark. Only 6 sacks in 2020, the fewest since his rookie year of 2015. But don't let that small number fool you. Provides consistent pressure against quarterbacks. A Pro Bowler the last 2 seasons.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield looking here for Smith downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Legere Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Browns drive about to get started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Mayfield to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said no. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Mayfield on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
No gain on the play. And it brings up
now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Kansas City, they begin their drive for a third straight AFC title with a Week 1 victory. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.